evening. My name is Valentine Sime. I will be your host in our podcast, In the Thick of It, aired every Tuesday at 8 p.m. in all social media handles of Nandi Youth TV. And today I'm so honored to have you, Sharlyne, on the show to talk about your story, to share your story. You know, life is not always clear. It's not always the way we wish. It's not perfect. It's not easy. And sometimes we even find ourselves lost in the middle of challenges, growth, healing, leadership, and everything in between. We even have dreams that sometimes we don't know how to go about it. So we are happy that you said yes to our show, and we'll be looking forward to empowering somebody, encouraging someone who could be where you are, but you've walked this journey. And this is where real conversations happen. Conversations of real life happen. And in the thick of it, we dive into people, into things people often struggle to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about their victories. Nobody wants to talk about the lessons, how they kept strong through what they were going through, and even the setbacks and the courage they had to push through. So sometimes, the greatest growth in our lives happen when we are in the thick of it. We are just mixed up, not knowing what to do. So karibu sana, please introduce yourself and what you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the chance to be your guest. My name is Sharlyne Lagat. I'm a girl just from the village. My home is Band Forest, a place called Lingwe. I'm the second born child of a family of 7. I'm also a mother, and that is what keeps me going, and I thank God. Currently, I'm working with Safaricom. I'm a TDR. You can say so.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Where did you school?
So in my primary studies, I joined Lingoi Primary School. That is my home village. I went to St. Catherine Girls Cases for my high school, and I also joined Masai Mara University for my higher studies.
That's interesting. So what did you study?
I did criminology and theology.
Criminology.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what has your life been like? From Lingwai to St. Catherine's Cases to Masai Mara University and now Safaricom. So did you just finish school and got employed, or how was your journey?
I've tarmacked for it. It has been a hard hustle, but we thank God, at least there is somewhere I'm going. I can't say I've gotten to the place that I want to be, but at least I'm in that journey. I thank God. Being the second born daughter, I guess we normally have a responsibility of being like a second mom to our kids. It has not been an easy one. Being from a humble background too, it has been a very tough one. The journey, I don't know how to describe it, but it has been a very heavy one, because all along you have to be that good girl again. Maisha pia inakutandika kidesign nyingine. I got a kid pia nikiwa university. That was in 2016. That was where my life now started being the hardest one, regardless of it all. And I also became a disappointment to your father. Because he used to trust me so much. I hope one day he'll ever forgive me for failing. But I can't call it is a failure, but it is an opportunity, because I'm a good woman.
Yeah, I believe everything happens for a reason, they say, and you must have picked your lessons from the disappointing girl. So, from joining university, now you're a mother, you cleared. Were you able to finish school in time? Like, was it 4 years as it was supposed to be?
Yes. It was 4 years as it was supposed to be, because I had to bring my kid home. So my mom raised my son. So I had to bring him home. He was raised by my mom. I had to be working an extra mile now to be able to pay for my school fees and also accommodate myself. So when I was in campus, I was working in a certain restaurant that was a stopover. So at night I was at work. During the day I'm in school. And it was a tough one, because at some point it was not easy. was very tough.
Yeah. I understand where you're coming from because we might be having similar stories. So yeah, I know how difficult it is, or it can be, being a mother, that you have to work extra, and that is why you had to sacrifice your sleep so that you catch up with the rest of you. So you're now done with, you graduated. So what happened after graduation?
So after graduation, I came home. Now you are the mother. There is a kid you need to provide for. I started I came to town. So I worked in my hotel. That was the first employment I got. And it was the trickiest one because I don't know whether it will be okay to share this, but I know many girls out there, they might be scared to share what I'm going to share, but I have to because there you'll find managers, they're men. You'll find your employer, they're men again. And in that thing of you being that vulnerable child, a lot of people will want to take advantage of you. So I worked there for almost 5 months. Nikafutwa kazi, I had to go back home. You're going back home na niwendo unategemewa because you are not hukuja kukubali whatever they want you to do. But later nikafanya na Manyata Hotel. I worked there for a whole year.
That's still in town.
Yeah, this is pale karibu na main stage. That is where I worked for a whole year. Being mtu wa kufanya hoteli, I know a lot of us, maybe you know the party ni tulikuja tukapitia before we got to where we are now. And it is the toughest one. Kazi ya kufanya kwa hoteli si rahisi. Yeah, si rahisi kabisa. You have to work extra hours. You have to be all over the place. You have to serve a lot of people. No one cares. Lazima ufanye kazi because at last you're finished. Yeah.
Wow. So you moved from one hotel to another, and as you say, there are challenges in between, but I know you had to push because there's a child waiting for you. So at what point did did you ever feel like giving up?
A lot of times.
Why?
Because the instances of you coming to town, you're supposed to be working and being paid. Sometimes you're not paid because you didn't accept what the offer that they were giving you. You have to, the parents at home bado wanakutegemea. So it got to a point I was almost giving up until I had to go back home. So I went back home, that was in 2020. I guess it was COVID time. Nikaenda nikaanza kukuza food.
Kuuza chakula nyumbani.
So Band Forest, they know me as Mama Githeri.
Oh wow.
Kiwa yenda kuulizia, they know me. So the challenging part of it ni ile instant yenye mtu anakuulizia, "Msichana wa Luka, na sasa graduate. Nimepata kazi." So they even asking you, "Kuna haja kweli nipeleke mtoto wangu shule?" Because they see you as a graduate, unauza Githeri huko, and it is not like I had an hotel. I had to cook in that single room, upike chakula, ukuje uende uze. Sometimes unaweza leta hiyo chakula ikose kununuliwa. Na kuna zile responsibilities of being a mom and also a provider at home. It was not an easy one. But it gotten to a certain point, I guess maybe I can call God alinitumia mtu. Her helper. That is a friend. We studied with her pale primary. She came. That was in 2021. Ndo sasa ni alinisalvage from where I was.
Wow. Yeah. So the power of friendship.
Kabisa.
Yeah. So what kept you going? What kept you going? All that season of feeling like giving up. So you've gone back to the village. Unauza Githeri. Sometimes you don't get clients. You still everybody is looking at you in the family and your child. What kept you going?
Being a mother also needs to najua you can't give up. You don't have an option. An option is like at least you're moving, you're keeping on with the thing of hustling hard because you're a mother. My kid has to eat. I have a family. I know. I can't call it like I'm a breadwinner, but they are relying on you. With the little that you're getting, at least you are doing something. And then there was a time nikiwa nachukua Githeri Band Forest. So my father was a driver hizo times, but currently bado ni driver. So alikuwa anakuja town. So while he was on his way coming, niko ninapanda naenda Band Forest. it was so emotional because ni ile anakuaminia kabisa, akahut gari anakuambia zikaza msichana yangu and he's going. So I've never given up on myself, and my father has been the person who has been pushing me. I came into Eldoret back again in 2021. That was August 1st. And I became a DSA, that is a direct sale representative for Safaricom. So I was doing Lipa na M-Pesa, I was selling internet. So through it all, I started the journey of being a salesperson. And I guess I have built it, and it is a thing that I can proudly say it has been a very good journey for me. So all along, you come in, you meet a lot of people, because when you're selling internet, it means you have to interact with a lot of people. You meet different people with a lot of interest, and for me, it has been a motivating journey. So all along, while I was a salesperson, an opportunity came in. That was in 2024 of a vacancy in TDR. So at least the privilege, I guess it was God's time too. I was taken in. So currently I'm 1 year old being at TDR. So it has been a journey since 2021 up to 2025. 2025, that was a very long journey for being a salesperson. So I've worked in Eldoret, I worked in Bungoma, I worked in Kisumu. One day I was paid for, I went to Lodwa for almost 2 weeks to sell the routers. And it is an interesting one, and I guess I enjoyed being a salesperson. And now I guess, as at where I am, the leadership now has taken the part. So I can't call like I'm a leader, but I'm an enabler. Yeah, because you need to work in as a team. You need to be a team leader. You need to be a role model, more so to girls, because the thing of the vulnerability that I got while I was growing and the challenges, I wish our girls could get into the ladder of being leaders too, and being in a position to stand in for themselves. So that is what I'm venturing into.
Oh wow! So they say in his own time he makes everything beautiful.
Sama.
So I'm so proud of you, and you know the steps you've made from being just a salesperson, and I know there's a lot that goes into being a salesperson, and now growing. So I remember you said consistency and hard work.
It's true.
So clearly that is what has pushed you to where you are today, and now I know you are a leader because you have the control of head a team.
Yes.
So what motivates you every day?
The part of it, I normally have a slogan of go hard or go home.
Wow.
So the option that we have is
Go hard or go home.
We aren't going back home because we promised them we have to change their lives. We promised them that we'll have a good future. So we will always go hard.
Go hard.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Sure.
Go hard or go home.
Sure.
So what did you discover now after, or at what point did you discover your passion, your purpose? Because you mentioned that you are a leader in school. So is the leadership thing now coming to
Kabisa.
Yeah.
Kabisa. So as at now, I can say, I wish one day, one time I'll be standing in front of people advocating for the girl child, and also being a mentor. I know there are some people who might have gone through what I've been through, and maybe they might be in a position of like giving up on it, but I will be there to remind them that we have to keep pushing, keep working on it. Itajipa, lazima ije, kuna option, it has to. Yeah. So I believe I am a mentor. The mentorship is in me. Maybe it is now time. Avail, I speak up, and I be there for people who need help.
Wow.
Yes.
So what challenges now that you are in a position? You said it's what position?
TDR.
Please tell us, what is TDR?
So TDR, it is a trade developer representative. So literally I'm representing Safaricom out there. So I'm supporting the M-Pesa agents. I'm supporting the BAs. The BAs are the ones how we use alliance. So I'm supporting them. I'm also supporting the DSS. The DSS are the one who do Lipa na M-Pesa and the tills. Also, I'm supporting the franchise team. The franchise team is M-Pesa ndogo. No, not the M-Pesa. The easy Safaricom zenye unapata kibanda imeandikwa Safaricom shop. The smaller ones. Yes. So I'm also standing in for them. So I'm an enabler. I'm helping them in case they have any challenge when they want onboarding. The onboarding hii ndo mtu uweze kufanya registration ya lines. I'm also assisting them.
So clearly you are a leader.
Yes.
So do you face any challenges now being
It's
a
a
leader?
lot. It's a lot because at some point you might find they're not doing what you ask them to. It is a lot. And then another thing that it is the worst one, it is a fraud that is happening in our country. So with Safaricom thing, unaweza fika saa zingine upate client, he can't hata kuaminia, regardless of them knowing that you are there to represent Safaricom, bado utapata challenge. It even happened nilikuwa nimeenda kazi Kapnetich. I've never forgotten the same. Na hiyo ni time nimeingia tu kwa TDR. So nikiwa pale, there was something we were supposed to activate on their phones. Have you ever seen hizi simu zenye wanafanya nazo registration? It made me my. So kuna hiyo simu. So we were putting something called MDM. So while I was there, nika install the MDM thing in that phone. Do you know simu ilikataa kufanya? And the customer was so violent. Ananiambia turudisha simu yangu vile ilikuwa. And it is something that has been factory set. Hakuna kitu tutafanya tena.
Wow. So apart from, the challenges you face, maybe leading a team, do you have any challenges? Any other challenges? Or the kawaida, the job, the challenges you face ni ile tu ya kazi. But because, as you say, you lead so many agents and shops and people. So is what you have gone through given you hardened you in a way? Maybe because of being a young mother or being from a humble family or what you went through while you were looking for a job. Could it have contributed to
it? Has. But what I've realized more, it is we as humans, we should always listen more than we talk. Yes. Because someone who is talking to, who is addressing you maybe in a bad way, it is because of the situation. So currently what I'm doing is listening a lot. Yeah.
Thank you. So what is that one thing you want to leave? Say if you are given a bigger position in Safaricom or even greener pastures, that one thing you want to leave with your team?
As an enabler, you will always meet people who might not be in a position or they don't have that opportunity of working or getting an access to a place. So for me, if let's say there is anything that someone wants and I'm in a position to help, I will. Regardless of the race or who you are, I will always help you out. Because if we couldn't have had people who supported us when we were struggling, we couldn't be where we are. So we literally need each other. Yes.
So I know there are things now with the challenges that come through our society, there are real talks, there are things we wish could be said but are not said. Do you feel like there's something that, some conversations that you want to hear the society, conversations that the society avoids and you feel like should be talked about?
For me as a mother and also being a single mom, I guess what the society doesn't see is the struggle we go through as young women. There is a lot, we might be potential, but the society doesn't give us that space to speak or address anything. Because for them, they might view people like, you're not married, you're that mother who failed on the way. You can't be given a chance kabisa to speak ama to address anything, regardless of you being in a position to do that. So I wish our society will one day see, let's see the opportunity. Let's not see the people with what they've gone through. At least tukuwe tunapeana hiyo chance ya mtu kuweza to speak up in the society.
So you feel like women and specifically young mothers or single mothers are not given a platform, are not given an opportunity to talk, and yet they have something to say. And I remember a friend once told me about, our society is so quick to judge that you were just this very careless woman. That's why you became a single mother. Nobody really wants to know what happened in between. So that's interesting. What challenges then do you feel like young mothers go through, apart from that being given the platform, or even being a young mother in school? What is that one thing you feel like that was really a challenge? But for you, I feel like you had a better support system from your family.
No. Oh. The support was maybe the vocal one, but I used to pay my own school fees from first year until I finished my higher degree. So standing in for yourself was not the easiest way out. It's never. And all through, you will always have to maneuver by yourself. At some point you're promised nitakusaidia, but no one is there for you. So yote tu ilikuwa tu, can we call it grace?
Okay.
Yeah. And also friends who are there to help us out.
So you feel like, do you think that the parents, what do you tell a parent if you are not given that opportunity to continue school?
Thank you for bringing in the point. Sasa, I just want to thank my sister. Well, nilipata mimba hiyo ya 20 before hiyo 20, I gave birth 2016. So 2015 the baby daddy akaambiana ni defer shule. I go raise the kid first and then I come back to school. My elder sister, our firstborn daughter, he cried even to my father, msikubali adifa shule atiendalie mtoto. And for really I deferred school, atungekuwa na story.
So maybe parents should also consider listen and give them another chance, because I've heard stories of young women who dropped out of school, and maybe if they were given another chance, whatever level they get. I sometimes feel like being a mother is punishment enough. Maybe it's punishment enough. So they should be given another chance
to go back to school,
because as they say, it's the only equalizer. And if you are not maybe given that opportunity to go back to school, your story could be different. So what change that do you want? Is that the change you want to see in our communities? Or maybe you have a word for the girls?
The problem with our girls, they normally feel like when you are as a young mother, ukienda kuwaongelesha, they feel like ni kama bado, yani hawakuelewi ama sijui instant inakuanga aje. But how I wish our girls get this right. You need that education. Unahitaji hiyo masomo sana. Beside tuseme maybe itaweza jipa in another way, but at least have the papers. Go back to school. Try as much as possible to have what is theirs. Let's work kabisa, kuwa na chako inasaidia sana. Respect is earned, it is not given. And part of it, look for your own money. People respect what you have.
Thank you very much, Sharlyne, for your time. Thank you for being kind enough to share your story, and I'm sure somebody will be inspired out there. A young woman, a young girl who might even be in Likwai Primary, and they think we are just a local, will be inspired by your story. I am so proud of you that you never gave up, and I know with you said push hard or go hard or go home. So I know that will take you to even greater heights, and I wish you all the best. And I look forward to seeing you at the top. And as you move, please move with people. Build a team. Build people you lead. So thank you. It's been a pleasure having you. And before I let you go, what is your last word to maybe someone who's watching, who's discouraged, a young person in Lingwai or even in Eldoret, or even, in that journey of becoming? What would you tell them?
Thank you. Thank you for hosting me. Thank you for the time. I'm looking forward to being that great person in life, and I'm still working hard again to make myself proud. I wish to give my closing remarks. Sasa acha niseme sasa na Kiswahili, hata nikiongeza Kikalesi it's okay. So my closing remarks, ongegilge richa, ongegilge machamin ji gumetinye that can be said. Ongegilge, let's work so hard, let's pray God to give us good health. Yeah. Tujikaze kabisa, tujitume. Girls, let's work hard, have your own. Aki utaheshimika huku nje ukiwa na yako kabisa.
Wow, what a parting shot. That respect is earned. It's never given. You go hard or go home. So thank you. It's been a pleasure having you, and to everyone else who is watching out there. Life is not easy. Life is not, it's okay to try. It's okay to tapa as you look for. But one thing I've learned from you, and for sure, consistency, hard work.
Yeah.
No matter the challenges, because this life, there'll always be moments that test your strength.
Sure.
There are moments that test your faith. It puts your, challenges can put your faith to test. It can push you beyond what you ever imagined you could do. But you know what? Keep going, keep pushing. Whatever stage you are in your life, you should always keep believing in yourself. Keep showing up for yourself, because it is only you who matters in all this story. And that whatever stage we are in life, in this journey, keep going, keep believing, keep showing up for yourself. Sometimes the best of you is born right in the thick of it. Until next time, thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.